Hi guys, Daz here with Comic Haul number 36. And it's surprisingly quite a big one. I've amassed 24 books this week, and that without even really picking up anything this Wednesday. So I've done okay. Quite a few eBay purchases, and picked up 5 books that are pretty cool in a second-hand store close by me. So I'm excited to show these off. But first, let's get into having a look at the movies and TV shows I've picked up in the last couple of weeks. First of all, everyone needs this one in their collection. Yeah, Avengers Infinity War, the Blu-ray. I've probably seen it 5 or 6 times now, and it just doesn't get any better. Really excited for Avengers 4. If you've been following my hot book alerts, you'll see that I've been posting 1 or 2 things about the film. So check them out as well. You know, all these hot comic book alerts, I forget that I'm a collector first and a news reporter second. So it's good to get back to basics today. Brilliant film that is. This was also an excellent film, animated from DC. To me, although DC's live actions maybe aren't quite as good as some of the other from Marvel, their animated ones really do steal the show every time. And this is The Death of Superman. This is the special limited edition gift set, which came with this pretty impressive figure. I must admit, this movie brought a tear to my eye. Really good stuff. Up next, one for the kids and myself a little bit. And that's, of course, Batman, the Lego movie. Good fun. Good to see some of the obscure Batman villains like Eraserhead and the Mime, I believe, is there. I think I got the first appearance of the Mime, and I still regret not picking up the first Eraserhead recently for about 14 quid. This was an excellent crossover from the CW. I do love the CW cheese. Of course, we've got Batwoman coming soon. But this was their last crossover, and this is Crisis on Earth X. And this was the 4 episodes put together. One pretty decent movie type episode. Really good stuff. They crossed over with Earth X in that one, and there they met a new hero. I got his first appearance, the Ray. This is the animated movie. I haven't seen this one yet. This is the Freedom Fighters, the Ray. It's voiced by the same actor who played the Ray in the Earth X crossover, CW. I'll pick up everything to do with the CW. I picked up the animated Vixen as well. This is a cool one as well. I haven't watched this one yet. It's an 18 certificate, which is pretty rare. But I have been watching recently the Constantine live action show. Matt Ryan in that is fantastic. And this is Constantine City of Angels, I believe. I was telling a lie. City of Demons, it should be, shouldn't it, really? City of Demons. I haven't seen this one yet. But I did like Matt Ryan. Of course, he portrayed Constantine in the recent Justice League Dark animated movie, which was fantastic. So, looking forward to that. I like the way some of these animated features are now 15 or 18 certificates. A bit more for the mature audience, and I'm certainly mature. Okay, let's get into the books. Picked up a second copy. This is one I pre-ordered. It's got 1 tick, I think, which is pretty disappointing. But thankfully I picked up a nice minty one off the shelves. This is that stunning Aquaman 41 cover from, of course, my man, Joshua Middleton. How good was his Batgirl 28 that came out this week? I pre-ordered it. I've been charged, so I am going to get it, which I'm happy about. Don't like to miss a Middleton book. This is Venom, issue 7. Like I say, these are ones that are shipped from Forbidden Planet. This is the regular Ryan Stegman cover. And unfortunately, I couldn't find the Secret Tone variant that I was talking about on my hot book alerts. I think, which was a 1 in 10. So I've just had to settle for the regular. for now, but still on the lookout for the ton. Up next, like I say, I don't pick up a lot of these foil covers, but because they do damage, they got to have a bit of significance. The reason I picked this one up is because it is from Yasmin Prutri, who's really hot at the moment, and stunning Wonder Woman cover. That is a beauty. And this is The Witch in Horror Part 2. So happy to add that one to the PC. And the final online purchase from Forbidden Planet. This is a book that's quite hot. It was in my recent top 10. Look out for that again this Monday, guys. I've got another one coming. I've got quite a few books in this week's. I'm going to take some beating, I reckon. It was a one-shot to tie in with the month of October and Halloween. This is The Cursed Comics Cavalcade. Love the front cover. Haven't read the book yet, but I will be very soon. Like I say, that was in the top 10 last week. This is a 15 quid plus book now because it had pretty high price point. I think it was about 6 quid to start with, and it's a pretty low print run. Okay, so I've got out and about hunting and didn't have too much joy, but went to my first LCS, and they were giving out this book, which was just a freebie. It probably won't stay in my collection, but this is the 2-day special of The Walking Dead. I think it coincided with the grab bags being handed out. I looked online, and for a free comic, this is going between 5 and 6 quid already. Mental. I managed really just one book this Wednesday. Couldn't find a lot, but I have pre-ordered some, so I've got them on their way. And this is Amazing Spider-Man issue 8. And this has, the reason I got this, it's the first appearance of a new villain, I believe, called Odessa Drake. It's also the first team appearance of the Thieves Guild of New York. This was highlighted in the Key Comics Collector's app. And this is the regular Humberto Ramos cover. I'm not a big fan of the current Spidey stuff, but when it first crops up, I will be all over it. Like I say, I don't pick up too many foils. I didn't grab this last week, didn't realise it was in my LCS actually. I had to grab it. Sideways, issue 9. This is the enhanced foil cover. And the reason I picked this up, this is the first full appearance of Perus, a ruler of the Dark Multiverse. I think I know where I can get a copy of issue 8, which is his last page cameo of Perus. Looks pretty creepy dude actually. Couple of books from the 50p bin in my LCS. Picked this up, this was a nice find because I have the regular A cover. This is the variant cover to a property that has been recently optioned this year from Aftershock Comics. This is Lost City Explorers. And this is the Alvaro Sarelseca and Chris Blythe variant cover. So look out for that one, guys. This has been optioned. Aftershock do pretty well. And talking of Aftershock, I picked up another copy, my third copy, because this one has been optioned. And all I know about it is that things aren't quite what they seem. And this is from Aftershock again, The Normals. Like I said, this has also been optioned this year. Anything optioned, I'm all over it. 50p, you can't go wrong. And it's high grade too. Just picked up one book from my second LCS because both of my LCSs were waiting on a lot of books, particularly independent titles. So half the books weren't even on the shelves, which I was really disappointed about. I wanted to, in particular, I was looking for Judge Dredd. I think it was the Gallagher Toxin issue 1. But I have pre-ordered it, so fingers crossed I'll get it. You never know with Forbidden Planet. Dead Kings was another one. But apparently that's not coming out for a couple of more weeks now. I was also looking for Rejected. The second print, I've pre-ordered a couple of copies of that. So whether they arrive, who knows. I got the first print, rejected, I've got high hopes for. This book I picked up, another foil cover, which is surprising for me. This is issue 10 of the Justice League. And the sole reason I picked this up, this is the first appearance of the Flood. The Flood. It's also the prologue to the upcoming Drowned Earth storyline. And this is the Francis Manapul enhanced foil cover. Got a ton of eBay purchases now. Like I say, I've been doing a lot of hot book alerts, getting a lot of positive feedback, enjoying doing them. You can also check out my hot book alerts on Instagram. Yes, I'm on Instagram now, guys. Please look me up, guys. I've only been on there a few weeks, but I'm doing all right. I've got, I think, 150 followers now. Obviously, I'm Daz the Key Chaser on Instagram, so please look me up. I'd like to see all your books. This is one of those alerts. This was Sandman, issue 24. I've got a few Sandman books now. They are hard read though, I think. I haven't got through them yet. This is the first appearance of Ramil, who was an angel. Now, the Ramil, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Lucifer's sister? I could be wrong, but I think it's Lucifer's sister is appearing. Okay, so look out for that in the Lucifer TV show. Ramil, going to be in season 4. I was very happy to see that show had been saved. Up next, now I purchased this book off eBay, and I swear that this is a different cover, because I've looked at the pictures. The spine tick, I mean, I knew it was going to be a rough copy. I didn't pay much for it at all. I paid £4.40, but it's a book that's getting hot at the moment because of the Titans show. Again, I showcased this book, and I thought it was about, looking at the pictures, it's about 6.5 grade. I wasn't expecting much. It's a book from 1982, I believe. Sorry, I tell a lie, 1985. And yeah, the book just looks different. The spine ticks are in the wrong place. They're in different places. When I got the book, there was like sticky black goo all over it. God knows what that was. And there's like tape pores, there's creases that weren't there. This, to me, ain't the same book. I've sent a message to the eBay seller. No reply as yet, so I'm probably just wasting my time. They may say just send the book back, which is never worth it. But anyway, this is what I got. This is Outsiders, issue number 1. And like I said, the reason I picked this up, it's a hot book at the moment because of the Titans show. And I cannot wait to watch the Titans. And this is the reason I picked it up. This is the first appearance of the Nuclear Family. The Nuclear Family. And in the comic, I believe they were androids. Now, slightly different in the Titans show. I believe that they are injected with some sort of strength serum or something along those lines. So they were humans that are now enhanced. But yeah, a cool book. So many positive reviews about the Titans show. Maybe the eBay seller felt guilty. I don't know. But they chucked this one in as well. It probably won't stay in my collection, but it could make a cool price. This is the Civil War sketchbook, high grade. On Comic Book Realm, it's about a $4 to $5 book. Carrying on, I've picked up a ton of my hot book alerts. Recently I showed off Teen Titans issue 1, which had this new character on the front. Now, this new character is a character that is going to be appearing in season 2 of the Titans TV show. They are being discussed right now by Jeff Johns, I believe. Could be wrong, but I think by Jeff Johns. This is his. Now, like I say, he first appeared on the cover of issue 1, but his first full appearance is in this book, Teen Titans issue 3. And here's the character in question down here. And the character, guys, is a character who is a gay character And this is the first appearance of Bunker. Bunker, a character who is going to be appearing in Titans Season 2. And this is, the Bunker is Miguel Jose Barragan. That's a pretty cool book. I love it when, like, you know, when run fillers and things like that suddenly become keys. Here's another hot book alert. And really enjoying the X-Men spin-off TV show, The Gifted, at the moment. That is a really good show. I love it when they just introduce new characters and you've just got to go out and find them. Well, this season, the main villain is a character that's in this book. And this is X-Men issue 3. Another book I showcased on my alerts. And this is the first appearance of Reva Page. Reva Page. Now, Reva Page is, she's like a member of the new, like, Hellfire Club almost. And she, in the comics anyway, she was the White Queen. And her power, her voice, she can hit really high frequencies with her voice and basically blast your eardrums. So a bit like a Black Canary kind of character, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool book. It is an early book. It's from 1994. Some 90s goodness for you. I know Comic Vantage loves his 90s. Yeah, pretty cool book. It's an annual. And that's issue 3 from 1994. Reva Page. Here's one. I might have to show you the inside of this book, actually, because you'll wonder why I've got it. This is Cyberforce from Image Comics, and this is their source book, issue 2 of their source books. Now, why have I got this? Well, recently, on one of my alerts, I showcased 4 books. I've managed to find one of them last week. Now, the 4 books are Think Tank. These are all from Top Cow / Image. Think Tank I picked up last week. Now, there's also Thief of Thieves. That's the dear one. There is Nailbiter. That is high on my list right now. And another book, the last one was The Darkness. Now, the character of The Darkness first appeared, I believe, in Witchblade issue 10. Now, I had an ongoing running dispute with a seller because I purchased the book. They said they sent it. I didn't get it. Anyway, long story short, I got a refund. Well, it later appeared on one of the speculation sites that I was on that the first appearance in comics of The Darkness was in this comic. It's a source book. Like I said, it is basically almost like a preview book, but it's telling you a lot about the characters. I just want to show you the last page in this book, the source book. Okay? This is the first ever picture of The Darkness. So you can't really class it as a first appearance, but it is a first image of The Darkness. On the last page, there it is. That is pretty cool, isn't it? That is Cyberforce, the source book, issue 2. Look out for that, guys. If you're a completist, and I know a lot of you are, The Darkness is supposedly coming. And I like the look of the character. So there you go. A preview of The Darkness. Now, this book is hot, and it's getting hotter and hotter online. And you'll see why on Monday. But I paid £6.38 for this, which I thought I was overpaying for at the time. But this book is going hot, because average sales now are about 20. This is Spider-Man, issue 76. Peter Parker Spider-Man, issue 76. And this is from 1997. And this is another book I showcased in my alerts. And the reason I showcase this is the first appearance of Crown. Crown. And if you've been following it, you'll know. Crown is aka the Hunger. And this character in this book is supposedly going to be the villain in the upcoming Morbius movie from Sony Pictures. You know, and we know Sony's hot at the moment because Venom is doing very well. Got Jared Leto. Let's hope it's an upgrade on his Joker playing Morbius. It's also the first appearance of Jill Stacy and first appearance of Shock, S-H-O-C, who is Todd Fields, which is another hero. So that's a cool book. I've read the book. And I believe the character is supposedly to become almost vampiric. You know, you're going to be like a vampire, like Morbius. But in the comics, he's not in this early one. But then again, he hasn't changed yet into Hunger. So we'll see where that goes. Right. Again, this is a book that is beyond hot at the moment. I only paid $12.74 for it, which is pretty much a steal. The cover, it presents very nicely, but the back cover, there are issues with it, which I'm not too happy about. Several ticks, but it is what it is, you know. I paid £12.74 for it. I can't really moan. And this is the source. Yeah. Scout Comics, the source. I've read this. I've got high hopes for this. It's a good story. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But there is kind of a lot of talk on the forums that this is definitely going to be optioned. So, yeah. It's a £20-25 book all day long at the moment online. Very hot. The source. Another of my alerts. Crikey, I've been stocking up on my alerts this week, and delighted to get this and for the price because I think it presents really nicely. I had no issues with this one. The service was prompt, good communication from the seller. I paid £15.45 for this book, which is a steal. And the reason I picked it up, this is Batman, issue 216. The reason I picked this up, there is an upcoming TV show. Gotham is finishing, which I am desperately sad about. But the showrunners are now going on to make a show called Pennyworth. Yeah, we're getting a show about Alfred Pennyworth. So why pick up Batman 216? Well, if you followed one of my alerts based on this book, you'll realise that for a long time, Alfred went by various names. I think it was Alfred Beagle for a majority of it. Well, later on, it wouldn't tell you this book in 1969, so this is no Silver Age, that Alfred, this is the issue, finally gains the last name of Alfred Pennyworth. I've checked 5 or 6 sources, including forums, and this is definitely a book. Comic Book Realm has it at 214. I don't know what they are on. This is the one. Alfred Pennyworth becomes Alfred Pennyworth. Batman, issue 216. And I think that's my second earliest Batman. I found the first Silver Age Scarecrow at a car boot for £1. I think that was issue 189 or 181, one of those. Okay, so I got 5 books left to show you, and it was this time last week. I was just wrapping up my last comic book haul video on last Friday, and I always check this shop by me online called R&R Books in Stroud, which is about a 25 minute drive from my house, and I check it every day, and it's hit or miss. You know, I've picked up 1 or 2 decent ones over the last couple of years, but this time it was a hit, and I jumped in the car because I saw they were advertising 5 books. And you know me, I'm a key chaser, so I chased. I drove down there and I got there. And the guy wasn't in the shop. He was down in town selling the books, like at a market. So I ran down, and thankfully they were still there. I picked up 5 of these books now for £9, which I think is an absolute steal. The one book alone is a 30-40 quid book all day long. Okay, so they are Amazing Spider-Man titles, and the first of these I paid this is the most I paid for one of the books. This was £2.50. And this was issue 275. Like I say, they're all pretty high grade. This is the origin retold of Spider-Man, who was obviously Peter Benjamin Parker. Now, pages 8 through 18 are reprinted from Amazing Fantasy number 15 of September 1962. I've already got a milestone reprint of Amazing Fantasy 15, but this is also nice to have. And this obviously shows Spider-Man's first appearance in this book from 1962. He was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. So, like I say, this is a thicker issue, 275. On Comic Book Ram, it's a $25 book. So to pay $2.50 for it, pretty high grade too. Yeah, laughing really. Looked on eBay. I think you can get it as low as 10 in ratty condition, and it'll go into the hundreds on this book. Next up, I picked up a second copy. It's an upgraded on my copy. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 292. And this is the issue. It's key. It's the issue where Mary Jane Watson accepts Peter's second marriage proposal. Yeah. So they get engaged in this issue. Like I said, £1.50 for that. The next three books I was really happy to get. Could never find this. Now, reports are coming in thick and fast that at some point from Sony there is going to be a film about Kraven. Yeah, Kraven the Hunter. And apparently Spider-Man's going to be in it. I've been reading all about it. And they are going to be using this storyline as the basis for the upcoming film. And the issue I managed to find, this is part 2. Amazing Spider-Man 293. Delighted to get that. This is Kraven's Last Hunt, part 2 of 6. And the story continues in Spectacular Spider-Man 131. But that is a pretty hot book, guys. 293. So they get that for £1.50. Pretty high grade too. I don't think there's a tick on it. Really happy. And to go with that, we've got issue 294. This is Kraven's Last Hunt, part 5 of 6. And this is actually where Kraven the Hunter dies. And Kraven the Hunter is Sergei Kravinoff. Paid £2 for that one. But again, guys, these are 20 quid books all day long. And the rest. In high grade. And that 293 in particular is really high grade. You can get 50 quid for that. But this last book, here's the book I initially raced down there for. Really, really happy. Couldn't believe I found it. And that, guys, the film's out. For £1.50, I found Amazing Spider-Man 316. Can you believe it? The second full appearance of Venom. And his first cover appearance. So this is the book that has his first ever cover appearance of Venom. This is a 50 quid book and the rest, you know. Comic Book Realm is a $50 book. This grade, I would probably say, is about 6.5, 7. Could be a 7.5 on a good day. So it's not minty, but easily I could get 30, 40 quid for it. Delighted to get that. Classic cover art by Todd McFarlane. £1.50. The guy who I've been buying the books off said he's got some Web of Spider-Man coming in soon, so I'm excited to look through them as well. There's 1 or 2 keys I'm missing from that. I've got First Tombstone and stuff. Here's my sponsors today. Bit of a naked Batman, really. Needs his cape. And good old Pengy. So, wrapping up, guys. Of course, I always finish with some spec. I used to have the news round as well, but of course Dazzie's news round will now be coming on Monday, as well as my top 10 list. That's always good to see. Or I might move the top 10 to Tuesday, but it's always fun. Okay, like I said, got lots and lots of books coming out. It's not going to be a huge week for me, I don't think. I'm not jumping for joy at some of these books. The first one I'm going to show you. This is a Marvel title, and this is Spider Force. And this is the first appearance of Astro Spider and Spider Kid. Okay? Astro Force and Spider Kid. This is the book, Spider Force. The first appearance of Astro Spider and Spider Kid. Up next, we've got another first appearance. This might be worth getting. This is a Rick and Morty book from Oni Press. And this is the first appearance of Dick and Farty. What on earth? In issue 43 of Rick and Morty, coming out this Wednesday. Okay, Rick and Morty issue 43. Up next. Now this, for me, is the book of the week. I've pre-ordered 2 copies. I hope I can get it. The forums are buzzing about it. This is going to be a big book. It is a creepy cover. This is as creepy as it gets, guys. This is a book that's been optioned. I am delighted to own issue 1. This is issue 8. And this is the variant cover from Del Rey. Look at this, guys. Get on this. This is going to be hot, hot, hot. Look at him. Creepy clown. That is Ice Cream Man. Issue 8. Ice Cream Man, issue 8. Up next. This is one I'm considering because I think this is going to be a huge book. I picked up recently Dead Rabbit, issue 1. The regular, and I also found for £2 the 1 in 10, which I was delighted about. This is the cover A again. So we're going back to Dead Rabbit number 1, but this is a double signed book from Jerry Duggan and John McCrae. That's coming out. I think that's going to have about a £5 price point. See the signatures here. Could be a book going down the line. I think that is almost certainly going to be optioned at some point. Another book getting some heat at the moment is this nice cover from Francis Manapul. And this is Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth issue 1. Okay. Not sure whether I'll be getting that one, but it's got some buzz. This is another one with some buzz. Now, I think the cover they're saying is a Putri, but it doesn't say it's Putri here. But I like the cover anyway. It says like one of them wacky crossovers. It's Green Lantern, and he's crossing over with Huckleberry Hound, and this is a special. Pretty cool looking cover though. Could be a cover purchase for some people. Okay. And the last book, I pre-ordered this a while back. This is a Federici cover, Riccardo Federici, and this is Justice League, Dark, and Wonder Woman, The Witching Hour, issue 1. This is the variant B cover. It's a nice one. Okay, guys. So that's the book, my pick of the books coming out this week. There are some nice incentives, but I don't like to show off incentives really, because 1, I can never find them. And 2, they are very pricey, aren't they? You know, to drop 30 to, I don't know, 20, say, plus on an incentive cover is, if I can ever find an incentive cover on the cheap, I'm laughing. You know, like I said, I found that Jim Lee sketch cover for £4, which was probably my best ever stealth buy. Now, okay, a couple of books coming on down the line. I'm a big fan of Alex Gardner at the moment. He's got a stunning B cover for his Teen Titans 24, and this is featuring the new character Jin. Look at that. Wow. It's almost Disney-like, isn't it? There's brilliant hands, I think. And that book drops on the 21st of November. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm devastated. I missed out on Batman Damned #1, but I'm probably going to buy it next week now. Yeah, I feel like my hand's forced. And still big regrets. Well, we know Batman Damned 2 is coming out, and that's got a pretty cool looking Harley cover. That's the regular. Well, the B cover's been announced now from Jim Lee. So this is going to be Batman Damned issue 2 from Jim Lee. Okay, pretty cool. That could be pretty hot, I suppose. Art Germ. Yeah, good old Art Germ. Well, he's finally put out a Spider-Man title. And he has done a cover for Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. But this doesn't come, guys, until January of 2019. It's okay. I've seen better. This is it. Spider-Man from Art Germ. Bit of a wonky eye there, isn't it? One big one, one little one. I don't know. That's Art Germ Spider-Man. What else have I got for you? Well, now, like I say, Bill Sienkiewicz, he pulled out that amazing Venom annual cover, which is in the post, actually, on its way to me. Well, he has done another cover, but this is a store variant, I think. But this is one of the better ones. Like I say, a shout out to Brian Springman. He brings a lot of these to my attention. And this is Web of Venom, Carnage Reborn. It's a nice looking cover. Web of Venom, Carnage Reborn. Like I say, that's going to be a store variant. And that is from Midtown Comics. Okay? So look out for that one, guys. I'm not sure when that one's dropping at the moment. What else have I got for you? Friesen is pretty hot with her books at the moment. This is the last book I'm going to show you, guys. This is her cover B for Wonder Woman 58. This drops on the 14th of November. That's it, guys. Pretty cool. All right. That's the books I've got to show you. Got some nice ones coming out this week. I've got some nice ones coming on down the line. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. The video is a bit longer today because I've had a lot of books to show, but you know, I've been firing out little 2-minute and 3-minute videos. It's time to go back to my roots today. Thank you so much. I think I've lost a couple of subscribers actually. I'm down to about 476. But thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me. If you like what you see, subscribe, comment, like, tick the bell, get all my notifications, share. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, guys. Look out for them alerts. Dazzie, over and out. Use waits for no man.